you all how easy it is to make delicious sausage gravy biscuits, Gina Young style. Here are the lovely ingredients you're gonna need. First thing you're gonna need would be some ground sausage. When we talk about the ground sausage, you can use pork, you can use ground beef sausage or ground turkey sausage. Okay, so I have this beautiful ground sausage here. I'm making for quite a bit of people, so I'm gonna be using 3 today. If you're gonna make a small amount, just cut the recipe into using 1. You're gonna need some butter. You will need some flour and heavy whipping cream. You're gonna need some spices to make it taste good. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, parsley flakes. Make sure your hands are impeccably clean. Let's get started with this amazing sausage biscuits gravy, Gina Young style. Now, in today's video, I'm not going to be showing you all how to make homemade biscuits, but what I am going to do is I'm going to attach my video to where I make homemade biscuits to the end of this video. That way, any of you that want to make homemade biscuits, you can refer to that video when you get off of this video. So what we're going to do first is we want to open up our sausages just like so in this manner, and we're going to go ahead and get them right into our pan. All right, get out of there. Just like so in this manner. We want to cook our sausage until it's fully cooked, nice, beautiful, and golden brown. And guess what we're going to do with the sausage? It has great flavor, right? Yes, it does, but we want to season it. And we're going to season our sausage with garlic powder to make it taste absolutely amazing. And then once our sausage gets nice and cooked, I'm going to show you how to make this easy peasy, delicious, finger-licking good gravy Gina Young style when I come back. Let's start off by seasoning our sausage just like so with a nice amount of garlic powder. Listen everybody, when you're cooking a recipe, be sure to season it. Season it well. If you're that person, you're out there, you're afraid to season, your food will be flavorless, right? So don't be afraid to season. Only seasoning you really have to worry too much about is when you're using sugar and of course when you're using salt. Okay, so I'm taking my handy dandy tool here that one of my subscribers purchased a couple years ago, and I'm breaking down the meat because we don't want big huge pieces in our recipe. So as this cooks, I'm going to continue to break it down so we can have really small pieces of sausage in our gravy. Let's go ahead and break our sausage down just by a little bit. All right, gorgeous. The whole house smells amazing. And like I said, let me reiterate something really quickly. When I'm just making this for me and my husband and our kid, we just make one of the 1-pound sausages. Because I'm going to make for a nice amount of people, that's the only reason why I'm using 3. So what I'll do to help you all out, just in case you want to make for your household only, I'm going to also attach the video where I show you how to make it in a smaller batch, okay? So now we're making biscuits. These are the pop tube biscuits, and I'll be showing you how I make fresh as well. So I have a grease, there it is. Always scares me. Let me know in the comment section below, does that scare the daylights out of you? Me, it just does. Every time that thing goes pop, like here's the thing. I wish you could just go, you know, like a real small sound. Why does it have to go pow? You know, and everybody in the house jumps. Let me know in the comment section below, does it scare the daylights out of you when you just open the tube of biscuits? Maybe I'll have to invent the biscuits that just go, you know, just a little noise. Get these into the oven. When I come back, we'll stir our sausage, and then quickly everything comes together in a gravy. So easy to make. Our sausage is fully cooked. I want you all to drain the sausage free from the oil so you don't have to, you know, you don't want to digest the oil, okay? Until then, I'm going to go ahead, put my sausage, I've already drained it. We're going to put it into this pan just like so, and then we're going to get started on this amazing gravy, Gina Young style. Now this pan right here, it's a little too small for me to use. I'm making a lot of gravy, so I'm going to show you the pan that I'm using. It's much deeper and the edges come up a little bit higher. So we're going to start off with 1.5 sticks of butter. You can use oil if you want to, okay? So when you're making a roux, you're going to use equal parts oil or butter. equal parts flour. Okay, so I plan on using about 1.5 cups of flour. Okay, so now let's get this in there and get it nice and melty. Making a roux, it should never ever be look like plaster. If it looks like plaster, add more butter. Okay, I'm going to show you an easy technique to this gravy where you're going to say, Gina, I think I can do it. And here's the thing, I know you can do it after seeing this video. Okay, so there's about 1.5 sticks. Let's get it nice and melty just like so. And then we're gonna come in with our flour, and I'm gonna talk about how you need to cook the raw flavor out of the flour for about, let's just say 3 minutes. We have melted butter. Okay, and so now we're gonna go ahead and put our flour in. The best advice, like I said, is make sure at any time, this shouldn't look so heavy like thick clay. But what's great about being able to do this in video form is I can show you what the consistency is supposed to look like. So take a look. That was the 1/2 cup. Okay, just gonna take our time. All right, when you're making different recipes, take your time, don't rush through it. When you rush, you mess things up, right? Okay, so when I come back in the next clip, you're gonna see the consistency that we're looking for. Take a look at our roux. Remember I told you I'm gonna show you the consistency. Come take a look in. Beautiful, Gina, that's so gorgeous creamy. This is also the start of a cheese sauce if you wanted to. Okay, so now that I have that, and if at any time yours feels too thick, I'm gonna suggest that you add butter until you see this consistency, okay? So now we can go in and begin to add our heavy cream. I like to use heavy cream. Can you use milk? Absolutely you can. Don't use buttermilk, but you can use milk. Sure you can. Okay, so in the beginning it'll look thick. It's naturally gonna happen. But as you add more, it'll thin out, and you all know that perfect consistency the gravy's supposed to be. When you get that gravy consistency, then you can stop pouring in your liquid. Okay, and that goes for any type gravy that you decide you want to make. So when I come back, I'm going to show you the consistency, and it's very important to season this baby. Make it taste good. Take a look at these two. Not coated, clean coat out. But they love being right beside their mommy and daddy while we're doing videos. Look at that. I've already said this, but it's really important that you hear it a second time. When making the roux, make sure you cook the raw flavor out of the flour at least for, let's just say 3 to 4 minutes. You don't want for your gravy at any time to taste like flour, right? So cooking it in the butter for, 3 to 4 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes if you want to, it's gonna make it taste even better, okay? So let me show you what 32 ounces of heavy cream did. Wow, Gina, oh my goodness. This is also the start of how to make country gravy. Ever heard of the country fried steak that my husband loves? This is that gravy. Only you would add a ton of pepper in there. So you can see that I'm adding another 32 ounces, and I've almost added all of it. There's just a tiny bit left in there. We're gonna let this come up to just a slight boil. Then I come back, I'm gonna show you how much seasoning to put in. Make sure you taste it, and when you're happy with the seasoning, you're good. Time to season. Our gravy has thickened up. During the cooking process, as I made the gravy, I'm cooking it on a low. You don't want to yank it up on high because the bottom of your pan will definitely burn. We got to put some color in here, okay? We're going to put dried parsley flakes, not fresh, okay, but dried. That way it puts no flavor, but it puts a gorgeous color. A little tiny bit of paprika. Little bit, okay? A little bit of garlic powder, but enough to taste, okay? Onion powder, enough to taste. Gotta put a nice amount of black pepper in. Anytime you make the white gravy, you need that black pepper, okay, to shine through. And a little tiny bit of salt. Keep in mind that your sausage has salt in it, okay? Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And don't you be afraid to taste it. When you're making things, you have to taste it, see if it tastes good. And if it tastes good, then you're done seasoning, right? If you don't taste it, you don't know what you're feeding to your loved ones, okay? So let me go in and see what it tastes like. Oh, that's good. Let this cook for about 5 more minutes. The sausage goes in, and your sausage biscuit gravy is done. Take a look at the potatoes. And then take a look at the beautiful, oh my goodness, look at that. We're gonna butter them down. Whee! Get it from Gina Young, you won't be disappointed. Time to put the sausage into the gravy. Take a look at the gravy. Oh my goodness. And I went in one more time and seasoned that gravy up just like so. Hey, guess what? Breakfast is served. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Tell your family and friends. Tell the whole world what Gina Young is doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Let's see. Let me switch this to this. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Look, it took it. Oh, Gina, it's packed with sausage. Absolutely it is. And the great thing about making different recipes at home yourself is you can put as much ingredients as you want. If you're not satisfied with the place where you go for breakfast, make it at home. Put as much sausage as you want in it. Let's say a prayer. Now, I'm not going to be putting this over top of the biscuits because this is going out to a business today, but you all get the gist of it. Heavenly Father, we like to thank you today for this beautiful meal. Thank you for your many blessings and your lessons. In Jesus Christ's name you pray. Amen.